Just, and this is Just Talk. How y'all doing out there, beautiful people? I hope, as usual, everybody had a beautiful, blessed day. I hope God filled your day with happiness, stressless, amazingness, if that's even a word. But today we're going to make it a word because y'all know what I'm talking about. I just hope y'all had a beautiful, happy, blessed day. I did. Today I want to talk about expectations. Expectations on your life and others. I feel, and from experience, having expectations on your life may not be the will of God or God's expectations for your life and or others' lives. I feel like there's nothing wrong with having dreams and goals because sometimes God will give you that dream, will show you that goal, that vision in your mind. But to put expectations on yourself that God may have not given you is setting yourself up for disappointment. We put expectations on our lives because sometimes we want to make our parents proud, or we want to feel like we're better than, or we want to feel more important, or we want the attention, the light, the spotlight on us because we feel lack thereof. There's something inside of us that's missing. There's something that's lacking on the inside of us. And even when we put expectations on our life that is not the expectations and the will of God, we will shortly or soon find out that we still feel unfulfilled and we still feel that void or that emptiness on the inside because your expectations for your life or someone else's life is not God's expectation. In order to succeed with what you want from life, which is most of the time everyone just wants to be happy, right? Everyone wants that fulfillment that most people want or think or believe that having a home, having lots of money, being a parent, all these different things that everybody seems to want. But if we were all made different, why do we all want the same thing? Why do we want the American dream? That is self-wants. That is something that we have been taught. If you just work harder, if you just get a great education, if you just go to school, if you just. And then after you've done all those things and you have the house and you have the money, you still feel unsatisfied. You still feel empty. You still feel a void inside of you. It's because there's something missing. Those expectations that someone told you or that you learned or you thought that you had to have or believe that that was the dream of the dream that you were supposed to dream because everyone else was dreaming it was never the dream that God had for you. It was never the dream that God put inside of you to have. It is those things that have been impressed on you and inside of you of the world, people's thoughts, people's expectations of your life, or what you're supposed to have and gain in this world like everybody else. Because right, if you don't have that good car, or if you don't have that great job, or if you don't have that house, or maybe those kids, those well-behaved kids at that, or maybe you don't know how to articulate, maybe you don't know how to dress, or maybe you don't have those brand new shoes, or maybe you have holes in your shoes, oh my God, you have all of these things that people place on your life to be what they want you to be, because now it's not your expectation if you ever had an expectation, because most of us don't even know who we really are. We're finding ourselves through the identity of others. It's like a pyramid. One person starts it, Then you tell another person about it, and then they started. Then you tell another person, then it grows. It's the same difference. It is the same difference. Get out of that pyramid scheme. Be the pyramid of your own self worth. The pyramid that God has for you, that God has already created and ordained you to be. Stop living your life based off of expectations that people have for you, whether that be your family, your friends, someone, the American dream, because you will never feel fulfilled. Stop putting expectations on your children, because when they grow up and they're not the people that you thought they would be, because oh, you brought them to ballet classes, and oh, they took acting classes, and you put them in the best school, and oh my God, this my child would never, and my child would never. You're putting expectations on your child for your child to be who you want them to be. And when that child doesn't come out being the way you want that child to be as they grow, then you're disappointed, because the expectations that you had on your child's life was never the expectations that God put in your child's life. The only expectation that one should have is the expectation of God's will for their life. And in that expectation for God's will in that person's life will be fulfillment, will be joy, will be happiness, will be the things that God created you to be, because God created you. How dare he not know who you are, right? He knows, because he created you, even if you don't know who you are. And so we go through all of these cycles, constant things trying to find happiness, constant things to say, oh, if I just do it like this, or if I just tweak it like this, or if I maybe change this, or maybe if I do that. You don't need to figure out who to be. Allow God to show you who you are. You don't have to be somebody that someone else expects you to be. Expect God to be God in your life. That's the only expectation that one should have. If you're unfulfilled in life and you've done everything from A to Z, you went to school, you did this, you did that, your parents told you to do this, oh, you were a well-behaved child, you're polite, you don't curse, all of these expectations, and you're still not happy. You married a guy who had a lot of money. Now you have this big old house and you get everything you want. Now what? You have everything you want, right? Why aren't you happy? You're going on all these expensive vacations. You have well-behaved kids and you have the American dream. Why are you not fulfilled? You listen to everybody else. They said, oh, he's a good man. She's a good woman. You should marry her. If you marry anybody else, then I don't know what's wrong. You are a fool. Expectations on your life telling you who you are, what you should do, and who you should do it with, and who you should be with, and who they are in your life, and who they would be. And if you don't do this, you're a fool. No, they're a fool for telling you that you're a fool, because that fool in them doesn't know who God made you to be. If you are unhappy and your heart is still empty, or there's a missing piece in your life, you feel the puzzle is not complete, because the puzzle has always been, the puzzle piece has always been God. It's always been God. Always. From the moment that you were put inside of your mother's womb, it's always been God. God loves you more than anyone, the whole world put together, the galaxy put together, every human being, every living thing in it. God loves you more than that, beyond that. And if you are sad, it's most likely because you're living your life based off of what you've been taught, what you've learned in expectation from someone else for your life. And I'm here to tell you the only, the only expectation that you should have is God's expectation for you. Surrender to those thoughts, those things that have been pressed upon you, your mind, your body, your life, your soul. Release that from you. Those things that people told you that you were or were not, and if you just walk like this, if you just talk like this, or if you just do that, oh my God, are you acting like that? You don't know how to behave yourself. Oh my God, I wouldn't bring you anywhere. Don't be like anybody else but yourself. The reason that you're sad and unhappy or depressed or angry or whatever negative emotion that you are feeling is because you are living your life that someone else gave you to live based off of their expectations for your life. Release it, surrender to God, and ask God what's God's expectations for you. Do God's will, and everything in your life will start aligning. And you will feel that joy that you want. Unspeakable joy. It won't even be like the joy that you thought you knew joy was. Like seeing your baby for the first time, right? And you wanted to get pregnant, or being a father, or being a dad, because to me there's only one father, and that's God. Being that person where everybody looks up to, right? Joy, right? But the joy that God has for you is a joy that you would not be able to explain in words. The only word you would be able to probably come up with, and even if your vocabulary is extensive, you can go in the dictionary and it still will not explain the joy that God will give to you once you live with through God's expectations for your life, because He already created for you to be that expectation. So there's nothing that you have to do but ask God, and God will give it to you. The happiness that you're looking for, that smile that makes you feel like you just on top of the world. You think you're smiling, you think you happy, but the happiness and that feeling on top of the world that you really want to feel is so beyond the feeling that you think explains or defines that feeling. The feeling that God gives you is one that is so magical. It's so beyond. It's so phenomenon. It's so galactic that you will see that the feelings that you felt, that you thought were joy and happiness and kindness and love, is not the kind of love and joy and happiness that God can give you, that God already had for your life. And when you get a dose of God, ah, that's all the hit that you need. You don't need that liquor anymore, or that needle in the arm, or eating, overeating, trying to fulfill these emotional desires that have been tormenting you and taking you down. You don't need that fist or that anger, that rage, that pain inside your soul, because you've been hurt and torn on the inside, and the pain just won't go away no matter what you do to avoid it or to face it or to heal it. It won't go away because you have put expectations on your life to what you believe is the thing to heal you and those things that have been hurting you, and those things that make you sad, and those things that you put in your mouth when you feeling all these emotions of depression. And yes, it comforts you temporarily, but God's expectation for your life, it heals you permanently. When you walk with God, your expectation of God is all and everything that is good, great, amazing, beautiful, kind, loving. And you will never ever feel the same. You'll never feel the same. You feel lifted. You feel like this is what you've been missing. This is the thing. This is that thing. This is it. This is it. This is what you've been looking for the whole time. This is that thing that when you feel like you're different or you don't belong here or why people are unkind, why people don't see me, where did I land? Where am I from? I can't be from here because this planet, these people, oh my God. Right? It's that thing that fills your everything up. God. That drop of water when you thirsty, but it just quenches every part of you, every being, every fiber, all the way down to the last drop. Stop allowing people to give you and say that you are not these things. Stop allowing people to put expectations on your life. Stop putting expectations on your life for yourself. Stop putting expectations on someone else's life because you feel like they should be like this or they should walk like this and talk like that. The only expectation that you need, people, is an expectation God already created for you. That's the only expectation you should have. All right, beautiful people. I'm not going to do this too long, but I hope you guys learned something today. I hope you actually use these tools that I'm giving you from my own life experiences. And I'm still walking, I'm still learning. I'm a work in progress, but I'm walking in the right way for the expectations that God already has for me. Let God have his expectations for you, and you walk on yours. All right, you know what time it is. It's mirror time. Come on, everybody. I'm gonna wait a second. Let y'all get y'all mirrors. I hope y'all have y'all mirrors by you. All right, because you gotta get the. Come on, we gotta do these affirmations. We gotta let each other know what we are and what we are not. Right? Right? Because we are amazing. We are not anything negative. Right? That's all the devil. We are beautiful. Yes, we're intelligent. God, I mean, we came from the Most High. How could we not be amazing and intelligent and all the beautiful, positive things that God creates to be? Because God is that, right? Hey. All right, what we going to tell ourselves today? Hey, Just, I love you. I love you so much. Like, girl, I could have never thought that you would get to where you are now. I couldn't imagine it. I was so asleep that I would not be able to see this even happening, even if I tried to dream about it. But I certainly cannot take credit because all the credit goes to the Most High. The Most High. God. The God in me. The God that created me. Man, I cannot wait to see who you're going to become because you amaze me every day. Every day I see you evolving. Every day I see you getting more positive. Every day I see how you handle situations better than what you did. Man, God is really working in you. You keep on going, girl. You go, girl. You amazing. You beautiful. You wonderful. Man, I am super proud of you. You go. Don't stop though. Keep pushing forward and you gonna make it. Mwah. I love you. All right, beautiful people. I hope Y'all have a beautiful, blessed day or night or whatever time zone that you guys are in. I'm about to take my little dreads out and cut them. Y'all, I done all. Yeah, about to comb these things out. They probably gonna be like this because I done already cut it, but just a change. Change gonna come. But I hope y'all enjoyed these teachings today, and I hope it helps your life. That is my purpose. One of my purposes is to enlighten you, to help you on your journey, to encourage you, to give you my life experiences so that you can know that someone out there has been through the same things that you have been through, to help you learn how to deal with those things, to help lift you up, encourage you, put a beautiful smile on your face because you are beautiful. You are so beautiful. You are beautiful. Don't let anybody tell you different. You are beautiful. You're beautiful. You were created just the way you were, beautifully. Okay? All right, people. I'm about to go, and I hope y'all sleep well. Be safe. Keep a smile on your face because God loves you, and you should love you. Okay? All right, peace, y'all. Peace.